Hey guys, check this out. Blue Snowball with fancy pop filter. Well, cheap pop filter, but never mind. Logitech C920. Undeserved sense of self-importance. I'm officially a YouTuber now! The reaction episodes had to take a bit of a hiatus due to personal reasons with which I will not burden you, but I'm back now and I'm willing to give it a go again, so let's get on with secrets and pies together.
Sprigs of ginger.
Well, it's
Are
obviously
those
going to be
real measurements? How do you keep track without a recipe?
Not everything needs to be written down, Twiglet.
It's to celebrate Rainbow Dash's 73rd wonderful training session.
Is that an event that really needs to be celebrated?
The most special part is the 73 super secret sweets and spices that represent each training session. Could you please
73
pass the
super...
brown sugar, pink sugar, sweet root apple, jelly berry mash in a towel?
Okay, she's good.
You sure are going to a lot of trouble for Rainbow Dash's pie.
Phew.
It's a pie to a pie, Twiglet. You gotta take it serious.
Isn't that for the pie?
Twilight, that's hilarious.
It's like they say in the recipes, you know, add any leftover wine, but leftover wine?
Now let's finish this pie. Choo-choo-choo-choo!
All aboard the pie train. Woo woo!
My Little Pony.
Nice work, Crash. You really added that sparkle to that pressure diamond drop.
She's just saying words now. None of those really meant anything in that order.
My 73rd
Why?
training session?
Yeah, why is that something to be celebrated?
I'm just so proud and happy for you, and I've been counting all your training
Okay, yeah.
sessions, and I was gonna wait until you're 100.
Pinky is actually in contact with the cloud there. She's not just floating...
Happy 73rd training session!
Yeah, okay. Burst eardrums. But again, it's Pinky physics. You just accept it because it's the way it works. She's standing on the cloud. She's not just falling through it or anything.
Have a bite.
Whoa, what's that? Huh, guess it was nothing, but wow. This pie is the best I've ever had.
Why did she make her look away for that? Hang on, is Rainbow Dash only pretending to... Hang on, are we gonna see a pony with an eating disorder? Are they really confronting that issue? I've sort of thought the mic should really be
I knew she'd
over
love
here.
it.
Oh, yeah. She threw it away. What the... Yeah, it's already gone, Pinky.
He loves my pies. She would never throw them away like trash in the trash with other trash, right?
Go, just do what she says.
Right.
Do what she says, just agree with her. Do not upset her. She will go straight hair, and then that's when ponies die.
I must be seeing things. I did have a lot of chocolate this morning.
And, of course, everyone knows that chocolate is a dangerous hallucinogen.
The boysenberry pie I made for her birthday, and her 3 half-birthday lemon meringues, and the It's Not Your Birthday But Here's a Pie Anyway Day custard pie.
Yeah, I'm thinking, you know, you're over-pieing her.
Whoa, what's that? Huh, guess it was nothing.
Yeah, they seem to be tackling the problem of eating disorders. Either that or Dash actually just doesn't like pie.
Ding, ding, ding! What do we have for her, Johnny?
Best you tell me everything you know.
Do it. Do it now. Tell her everything you know. Literally everything you know. Do not disappoint the pink.
Poor Tank had all the telltale signs of sugar overload. Jittery shell, sleeplessness, reptilian...
Jittery shell? How does that even work? It's solid!
Seems the pieces of the puzzle are plopping into place, but the picture isn't pretty.
Well, it's a good thing I've got the pop filter, isn't it? Because if she'd said that without it, well...
Interesting.
How does an X-ray even show... How does a pie even show up on an X-ray?
Animals just can't digest pony food.
You are an animal. Okay, anthropomorphized, you have human qualities. Yes, you're still an animal.
Because I give her a pie on her half birthday every year.
Okay, yes, everybody's already figured out she's not eating the pie. This doesn't really need to go on this long. Get to why she's not eating the pie.
She didn't need any of them. Why?
Pinkie Pie!
Oh, there!
Oh,
Nice catch.
party planning cave.
Don't pretend you forgot it existed, or that it's just for planning parties, because we've all read the fanfic.
And I could swear I've seen her eat one of your pies before.
Have you really?
I thought I had. That's why I said it.
Dash has been laughing at my pies behind my back and scheming of a way to get rid of them for years.
Wow, we dark and gritty now.
tasting food in all of Equestria!
What the? Okay, this is how Pinky's mind works.
And now, I will destroy Pinkie Pie's horrid abominations!
Okay, Pinky got more problems than me, and that's saying something. Okay, the Rainbow Dash doesn't have laser vision.
I really don't think that's what's happening.
I don't think so either.
Yeah,
I
I'm also
know so.
thinking that maybe Pinky needs to start taking those pills from the Dr. Pony again.
How do you get out of here?
Back up the slide like she does, obviously. Oh, that's creepy. No one would want to wake up to that. Oh God. She's staring into my soul!
Here!
She has a special pie disposal hatch. And that's how you get one ill tortoise.
Eat the pie!
Do it.
Pinky, look out!
Do it before she turns you into what? Ooh, who didn't see that coming? I wasn't even watching and I saw that coming.
Pinky, are you okay? Get me
Yeah.
down!
This is probably for the best. Pinky, strapped down, is probably the safest thing for the whole of Equestria right now.
Oh, right. Or you could say me that way.
How did you not think that would happen? How did you see that going in your head? Don't answer that, Pinky. I do not want to know how anything goes in your head. That would just break my already fragile psyche.
Have a pie! Have 3! Have 15!
Have you thought to... Oh, God, the eyes. Oh, God, the eyes. The eyes. The eyes.
Eat up!
Ah, so many nightmares. So many nightmares coming.
These pies!
Have you thought to just ask her?
Delicious!
She saw you not eat them.
Rainbow Dash! There you are!
Oh,
You made
no.
pie for everyone. You're the only one who hasn't eaten
No,
yours yet.
no. Horror,
Now.
terror, pain, suffering, fear, nightmares. I see demons.
I'm not much of a blinker.
Oh, the licking of the eyeballs.
Do I want to take a big bite or a small bite? I just don't
Yeah, at this point I think I'd be afraid to eat the pie. You're breaking her. This is dangerous game you're playing, Dash. Wow. In the space of a blink, she got rid of it. She is fast.
That's it! I can't take it!
Just ask her why she doesn't eat your pies.
What do you think I did? Somehow make them all disappear into thin air?
And that's all the evidence anyone needs.
How could you?
What?
Okay, Pinky is overreacting, and Dash is hiding that she's not eating the pies, which Pinky wouldn't be overreacting about if she just told her the truth.
I don't want to hear it!
Wow. When you've upset Pinky, that's when you know you've messed up. She is the most forgiving, although she has proven to be easy to anger.
Is it my fault that I don't like pies? And not just Pinky's pies, all pies. I know how much she loves making pies, and if I told her I didn't like them, it would have crushed her.
If you told her you didn't like them, she'd have made something else. She'd have made you cake.
I guess I should have just eaten the pies in the first place.
No, you should have told her you don't like pie.
I know how I can make it up to her.
Tell her you don't like pie and she'll make you something else.
You!
What the?
Is that you? Huh? What is that?
Please tell me she hasn't baked a pie that smells like that. Oh no, she's gathered up all the pies and she's gonna eat them, isn't she?
And because getting rid of all those pies was a giant hassle. I mean, do you have any idea? And because getting rid of all those pies was a giant hassle. I mean, do you have any idea?
I know exactly how many.
She's gonna
Has a
know
very detailed
down
piling
to the crumb.
system.
Piling system. Oy vey.
I made this pie for you. I'm eating this pie for friendship.
That smelly circular monstrosity is a pie?
Yeah!
It's
I
all
know
the
I
pies
can't
you
go
ever
back
threw
and eat all
away,
the
isn't
pies
it?
you made for me in the past. So instead, I'm gonna eat this giant one for you now. So
No,
here
so it's
I
not
go.
made of all the old ones, so... How do you... Oh! That's disturbing.
Oh, never mind. Great pies.
So what, she had no clue? She didn't see those three
Sorry,
flying through the air?
guess it was nothing.
Yeah, okay.
But that custard was everything.
Now they're just recycling footage.
Seeing you eat my pies makes me the happiest pony in all of Equestria!
And that's why she was pretending. But again, if you'd have just been honest, she'd have made you something else.
How much you're willing to do for your friends.
That...
Ah, shucks. It was nothing.
Yeah, trust me, that's not nothing. You've probably got all sorts of diseases from just being
Always
near
be
that pie.
honest with me.
Yeah, no, she's strangling her.
Cool. How about this?
Yeah, no,
Your hugs
that's
are
on purpose.
too tight.
That's on purpose. She's punishing you. She is strangling
No, they're
you
not.
to make. Why is no one helping her? Pinky is clearly strangling her. Just. That's why you don't upset Pinky. You know, she will kill you. Well, that was a pretty straightforward episode, although a lot of it seemed like filler. Pie filler. I'm honestly ashamed of that joke. We'd all seen that Rainbow Dash was getting rid of the pies. You know, we knew she was doing it. So did it really need all those scenes of her going and asking everyone if they'd seen Rainbow Dash eating a pie? Because we knew she hadn't. So all it really needed was a very short bit, and then Pinky accepting that she'd never actually eaten one of her pies, and then try and go on. They kind of had to pad out these 22 minutes, it seems. The moral was a simple one. Be honest with your friends. Because if you're not honest with them, then they are not going to really treat you the way you need to be treated to be happy. You're just going to be stuck in a cycle of people-pleasing, of doing what you think they want of you to make them happy, while they do something that you don't like that they think makes you happy, and you just get stuck in that cycle of contradicting, and it ends up as nobody happy and everybody happy at the same time because the other person's happy. So it's a paradox as well, which kind of fits with Pinky logic. Sorry, it's half term, so there might be a bit more from up there. It's alright, kids, I understand. Don't have any, never want any, but I still understand. They are horrifying small humans and must be watched with care, or they will destroy us. Ultimately, if Rainbow Dash had just been honest and said that she didn't like pies, as I said in the episode, Pinky would have made her something else. She would have made her cake, or pancakes, or croissants, or something that wasn't pie, and then everyone would actually have been happy. But I suppose for that sort of situation you have to be honest from the very beginning, because if you pretend to love pie when someone gives you one, then, well, they're going to give you more. It's how people end up with a house full of pigs. Now, I may need to clarify that. I mean, like, the little ornament pigs. Because one day someone will get a relative an ornament pig, and they'll give it to them, and that person will have to pretend to love it because it's a gift. Oh, look at that. Oh, isn't it beautiful? I love it. And then they've got to put it on the mantelpiece. And then whenever a gift-giving situation comes up again, it's, oh, what's like, oh, she loved the pig thing last year. I'll get her another pig. And then it goes around that, oh, what shall we get for such as, oh, anything to do with pigs, and she's happy. I'm pretty sure I am rehashing the sentiments of another comedian here. I'm certain I've heard this all before on telly, so I apologise if I'm stepping on anyone's toes here. But the point still stands that someone will say, oh, what shall we get for Auntie Mary? Oh, she loves pigs. Just get her something to do with pigs and she'll be happy. And that way, Auntie Mary ends up with a house full of pig ornaments because one time she pretended to love one. And what's going to happen? Auntie Mary is going to get all of these ornaments and she is going to display them proudly everywhere because she knows that that gives joy to everyone who gave her one of these pig ornaments that she doesn't really like. And it's really that's the reward for her. But the problem is, if it's something that needs to be disposed of, like pies, you can't just say, oh, thank you, I love it, and then leave a pie on the mantelpiece as an ornament. So what do? You've either got to say, sorry, I don't like pies, suck it up and eat it anyway, or get rid of it and pretend you loved it. And it appears that Dashi did the latter and then got stuck in that cycle. So what she needed to do is be honest from the beginning, and she'd have been given cake instead, which Pinky would still have been happy to make for her, obviously. Yeah. PonyCon. I was there a couple of weeks ago. Really was great. I'll have some karaoke videos up at some point. See, I honestly thought at the beginning that we were going to see an episode about a pony with an eating disorder. It was going to be something like she didn't want to eat the pies because it would make her fat and then she wouldn't be able to be a Wonderbolt or something. And I thought we were going to have them really tackle a delicate subject. It would have been interesting for me personally if they had touched on eating disorders, because I'm going to make a bit of a confession here. I actually have got an eating disorder, and it's not the one you think. It's not compulsive overeating, though, because when I do eat, I don't eat properly. I do have the belly to go with it. Now, in my situation, sometimes if I get stressed or depressed or anything like that, I will stop eating. I will go for several days in some cases without eating anything at all, and at the end of it I'm a mess, but I still have to force myself in some cases to eat, otherwise I'm going to be doing myself serious harm. I mean, not eating for 3 days at all is already not good for you. Eventually it passes when my mental state improves a bit, or I force myself to eat enough that it becomes a regular routine again. But even then, for a long time afterwards, I only eat because it's expected of me, because I have to, in order to keep myself going. And I start becoming very, very, very worried about what I eat, and I'll start checking nutritional information to see if it's give me enough of what I need to make it through a day, or if it's 90% fat and just not going to be any good for me. Admittedly, half the time I still do end up choosing the 90% fat stuff, but that's kind of when I know I'm coming out of it, because that's when I start eating for taste, because all of the tastiest stuff does seem to be the most fattening. But obviously in a show like My Little Pony, they can't really confront eating disorders. There are already other kids shows that have done that, and it would just take it too dark if that was the case. Wasn't there a lot of nightmare fuel in that episode though? Pinky upset is worrying at the best of times, so seeing her breaking down like that, okay, she didn't go straight head Pinkamena, but something about what did happen to her is all the more worrying, because she was still her fluffy haired self, and yet she was still psychotically broken. Those eyes, and the not blinking, and the grin. Horrifying, terrifying grin. I'm actually a little worried about this one now. She's staring into my soul. Don't let her eat me. It's kind of got to be some sort of unwritten rule at the moment that when Pinky starts to get like that, Pony's got to be careful. I personally don't think it was an accident that that guy was there with the table that they could be strapped onto, and that Pinky ended up on it, because when she gets that scary, she needs to be strapped down until it passes, or until the meds can kick back in. What was that thing that Dash made though? I mean, okay, she called it a pie, but just because you say pie doesn't mean that's what it is. There was literal rubbish in that. There was apple cores and rotten carrots, and I don't know what that filling was, but slimy, dark, mucus green should not make up a pie. And they never really confronted what that was, because even Dash has got to know that that's not how a pie is supposed to look when it's made. Okay, yeah, she was making it deliberately bad because she doesn't know what a good pie is supposed to be like, because she doesn't like pie, but surely she didn't mean to make it that bad. That cannot have been edible. Just being in the vicinity of that, they were probably risking several diseases. Now, I would have understood, as I said in the episode, if they'd explained that that was made up of all the pies that she'd thrown away. She'd gone and collected all the ones she could and put them together into some sort of super gross super pie to show that she's willing to do anything to make Pinky happy. But they never really touched on it. It was just an awful pie that Dash had made. And in the end, even then, she was doing the wrong thing. She was going to do something so disgusting to make her friend happy, when all she had to do is tell her that she just doesn't like pie. Ultimately, this was a very fun, if horrifying, episode. I'm not sure if it's going in my top 10. I don't even know what my top 10 is. There are very few episodes I don't like enough to go into the top 10, so my top 10 is currently about a top 120, or however many episodes we've had now, and they're all in the top spot. Well, if you've made it this far, put I like pie in the comments. If you haven't made it this far, put I don't like pie in the comments, and we'll get a tally of who likes pie and who doesn't like pie afterwards. If you want to help out the channel, then just hitting like and subscribe and that bell thingy next to it really helps me out. If you want to help out financially, I've got a Patreon at the Feral Brony, or you can buy one of my Redbubble shirts, or you can buy me a coffee at ko-fi.com. I'll put a link to all three in the description, but don't think you have to, because I love you all anyway. Feel free to join me next time when I'll be tossing pies in the air and seeing how many of them come down and hit the floor. See you later, everybody.